Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tom. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Third down. Third and long.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And now,
here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At the 35-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And it's incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wentz to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Back to Taylor on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Kevin Pierre-Louis on the tackle. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 7, Colts nothing.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
For the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. The kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the run. He'll let it go deep, right? And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Left side, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Houston.
From the red zone now, Watson escaping the pressure right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
Philip Lindsay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with Taylor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll be out deep into Houston territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 48 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And he puts it through.
It's the score, Texans 14, Colts 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high power.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
4 yards.
To try again after the sack. Watson forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Campbell making the catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A final shot before half for Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw is Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And able to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is there. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's going to go down again. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. First and 10, Taylor now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Kevin Pierre-Louis.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. Broken in coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
First down, Houston.
Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key fourth down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Over on down.
Begin by running the option. Quick throw completed by Watson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
2 yards. First down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Texans 21. Colts 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They fake the give. Now Wentz rolls That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the Texans' 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Wentz. That's going to be caught. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. On the counter, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Houston, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.